In the heart of the isolated town of Ravenswood, nestled between dense, ancient forests and mist-covered hills, there stood an inconspicuous building that served as the local bank. Unbeknownst to the townsfolk, this bank was unlike any other. It was owned and operated by a coven of witches who had called Ravenswood home for centuries. These witches, bound by a dark pact, had amassed an impressive wealth over the years through their secretive dealings and arcane practices. Late one moonless night, a shadowy figure slipped through the quiet streets of Ravenswood. This mysterious intruder, known only as the Midnight Marauder, had gained notoriety for his audacious heists across the region. Tonight, his target was the seemingly ordinary bank at the heart of Ravenswood, blissfully unaware of the supernatural forces that guarded its vaults. As the Marauder silently picked the lock to the bank's entrance, he felt an eerie chill in the air. Unseen eyes seemed to watch his every move as he stepped into the dimly lit foyer. Ignoring the whispers that danced on the edge of his consciousness, he pressed on, driven by the promise of untold riches. The interior of the bank was shrouded in an otherworldly darkness that clung to the corners like a sentient fog. The Marauder cautiously navigated the space, guided only by the faint glow of his flashlight. Unbeknownst to him, the witches, alerted by an ancient ward that guarded the bank, began to stir in their hidden chambers deep within the building. As the thief reached the heart of the bank, the vault, a soft chanting echoed through the air. The witches, cloaked in shadow, gathered around an ancient altar, their eyes ablaze with an otherworldly light. Their whispers intertwined with the very fabric of the building, creating an atmosphere thick with dark magic. The Marauder, unaware of the supernatural forces at play, managed to breach the vault's security. As the heavy door creaked open, he reveled in the sight of countless bags brimming with gold and jewels. Little did he know that the witches were well aware of his presence, and they were ready to defend their centuries-old fortune. The air within the bank grew colder, and an otherworldly wind howled through the corridors. The Marauder, now laden with his ill-gotten gains, felt a sudden weight pressing upon him. Whispers turned into guttural chants as the witches unleashed their magic to reclaim what was rightfully theirs. The shadows came alive, wrapping around the Marauder like ethereal chains. Ghostly hands emerged from the darkness, clawing at his flesh. The air crackled with energy as the witches chanted with increasing intensity, their eyes burning with an unholy fire. In a desperate attempt to escape, the Marauder stumbled towards the exit, weighed down by the spectral forces that sought to punish his greed. The witch's power surged, and the very walls seemed to convulse with dark energy. As the thief crossed the threshold, he was met with a blinding flash of light. The town of Ravenswood awoke to an otherworldly spectacle, a bank pulsating with dark energy, its windows glowing with an eldritch light. When the light subsided, the bank stood untouched, as if untouched by time. The witches, their ritual complete, had reclaimed their stolen wealth. The Midnight Marauder, however, was nowhere to be found. Some whispered that he had vanished into the shadows, forever haunted by the witch's curse, while others believed that he had become a cautionary tale for those who dared to steal from the supernatural guardians of Ravenswood. Years passed, and Ravenswood returned to its quiet, seemingly ordinary existence. The townsfolk spoke in hushed tones about the night the bank pulsated with dark magic, and the legend of the Midnight Marauder became a cautionary tale told to children before bedtime. The witches, content with the return of their stolen wealth, continued their secretive existence, concealed within the shadows of Ravenswood. However, as the town settled back into its routine, an air of unease lingered. Strange occurrences began to unfold under the surface, whispers in the wind, flickering streetlights, and the occasional glimpse of shadowy figures in the periphery. The witch's magic had left an indelible mark on Ravenswood, casting a lingering veil of the supernatural over the town. One fateful night, as the moon hung low in the sky, a solitary traveler arrived in Ravenswood. Drawn by whispers of hidden treasures and the mysterious events that had transpired, he sought to unravel the secrets of the town. This newcomer, a man with a shady past and a thirst for the unknown, unknowingly stirred the dormant forces that still pulsed through Ravenswood. As he delved deeper into the town's history, the traveler discovered the tale of the Midnight Marauder and the witches who guarded their ancient wealth. Intrigued by the prospect of unlocking the secrets hidden within the bank, he set his sights on the seemingly unremarkable building at the heart of the town. Armed with knowledge gleaned from forbidden tomes and guided by a reckless curiosity, the traveler infiltrated the bank, intent on unraveling the mystery that surrounded it. Unbeknownst to him, the witches, attuned to the subtle disturbances in their magical wards, sensed the intrusion once more. The air within the bank thickened with a palpable tension as the traveler advanced further into the heart of the building. The witches, awakened from their slumber, convened once again around the ancient altar, their eyes aflame with a renewed determination. The traveler, undeterred by the ominous atmosphere, finally reached the vault. As he laid eyes on the untouched treasures that lay within, a sinister laughter echoed through the air. The witches, their powers heightened by the traveler's intrusion, unleashed a torrent of magic, the very fabric of reality warping around them. Shadows coiled around the traveler, whispering long-forgotten incantations. The temperature dropped, and ghostly apparitions materialized, clawing at his flesh. Undeterred, the traveler attempted to escape the impending doom, but the witches, fueled by centuries of arcane knowledge, were relentless in their pursuit. In a blinding flash of light, the bank became a nexus of supernatural energy. The traveler, now trapped within a maelstrom of magic, felt his very essence unraveling. His screams echoed through the corridors as the witches reclaimed their stolen wealth and enacted a new curse to safeguard their secrets. The townsfolk awoke to a town enshrouded in an eerie silence. The bank, once again untouched by time, stood as a testament to the inscrutable forces that guarded Ravenswood. The traveler, now a mere whisper in the wind, became a part of the town's haunting folklore, a cautionary tale for those who dared to unravel the mysteries that lay hidden within the shadows of Ravenswood. The townsfolk, aware of the supernatural forces that lurked in the shadows, avoided the bank at all costs. The once curious traveler, now lost to the whispers of the wind, became a spectral presence that haunted the nightmares of Ravenswood's residents. The tales of the Midnight Marauder and the ill-fated traveler served as a chilling reminder of the witch's enduring power. Over the years, Ravenswood remained a town steeped in mystery, its streets cloaked in an unsettling quiet. Locals spoke of ghostly apparitions wandering the mist-covered hills, and some claimed to have heard the distant echoes of the witch's chants on moonless nights. The bank, now a cursed relic, stood as a silent sentinel, its windows glowing with an otherworldly light that flickered in rhythm with the town's heartbeat. The coven of witches, satisfied with the return of their stolen treasures, withdrew further into the shadows, becoming mere whispers in the ancient woods that surrounded Ravenswood. The town, forever marked by the events that unfolded within the bank's walls, became a place where the veil between the mundane and the supernatural was thin, and where cautionary tales were passed down through generations. And so, Ravenswood endured, its secrets buried deep within the folds of time. Those who dared to peer into the abyss of the occult were met with the echoes of the past, a reminder that some mysteries were best left untouched. The witches, guardians of the town's enigmatic legacy, watched from the shadows, ensuring that the tale of the Midnight Marauder and the ill-fated traveler would echo through the ages. A chilling testament to the consequences of greed and curiosity in a town touched by the arcane.
Like, subscribe, and click on notifications that will allow you to stay up to date with the news and not miss videos from the channel, where there will be many more horror stories.